do a measuring of the full body. So we will do measuring from the hips to the knees, and we will do from the knees to the ankles, and we will also do measuring of the hands as well, from wrist to elbow and from wrist to shoulder. That will go also on the other side, then the width of the chest. Okay, so let's just start straight away. A measure tape. And I will measure the height. It's 102 meters. It's 2 meters long. So that seems to be about 80, 70, 90, 100. It seems like you are 180 centimeters tall, 160, 170 and 180. Okay. Now let's measure the length of the leg. So let's measure the length of the leg from the hip to the toes. So the hip is located right here, and to the fingers it's 106 centimeters, and on the other side that will be from the hip to the toes it's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and that's 104, 105, 106. Wonderful. Now let's make it a little bit shorter and go from the hip to the knee, and that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, not 60 but 55 to the bottom knee, and 47 to the upper one. So 47 and 55. Now on the other side, let's try again. 55 and 47. On the other side, okay, there is the hip. It's 40, 45 to 50 to 45 to 52. That's a lot different from the previous side. Yeah, but I measured wrong, and it's the same on this side and on this side. That's why they say measure twice. Alright, so now let's go to the ankle. I will just take a different measure tape for that. And let's go from the lower knee to the ankle, and that's 10, 20, 30 and 30, 37, 37. Now on the other side, we will go to the ankle. It's not quite perfectly visible, but we can imagine where the ankle will be, and it seems like it's 37 as well. Okay. Now the width of the thigh above the knee, that's 17 and 17 as well. Perfect. Let's do the length of the finger, or finger, the toe, that's 7 and 7. I'll now be moving up the body to the shoulders. So we will now do the wrist, elbow, shoulder, wrist, elbow, shoulder. So let's start from the wrist to the elbow, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. Okay. Now on the other side, and that's 8, 16, 24, 25 again. And now let's go to the shoulder joint from the elbow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's do it on the other side again. Just adjust your hand, move it a little bit farther from the body, and now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. Okay, that's also the same. Now let's go to the shoulder width, and that's 6, 12, 18, 20. Let's go from the second side, and that's 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. That's perfect. Okay. Now from the mid chest to the belly. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Perfect. 40 centimeters. Now the width of the rib cage, okay? We'll do the width of the rib cage, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 28 centimeters. Perfect. I'll just now take one of your hands like this, and I will just measure the length from the wrist to the middle finger, to the middle finger's point. Okay, that's 10, 20. Perfect. Now the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, and again, wonderful, 20. From the pointing finger, that's 18. From the pointing finger, that's 18 again. And the little finger, that's 15. From the little finger, that's 15 again. Perfect. Now, from the shoulder joint to the sort of tricep area, and that's 16. Again, 16. Now let's go down, calf, and that's 20, 21, and down the calf, that's 21 again. Perfect. Lastly, just around the neck, and that's 8, 16, 24, 26. Now that we've measured the body just perfectly, just try to go through what we did. Okay, so we did go from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist, from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist, from the wrist to the middle finger, from the wrist to the little finger, and from wrist to the pointing finger. Wrist pointing, wrist to middle, and wrist to little finger. Then we did go through the width of the thigh, the width of the calf, from hip to the upper knee, from hip to the lower knee on both the sides symmetrically. And then we did go through, from the knee to the ankle, from knee to the ankle again, and then we measured the big toe. Okay, so we did all that, and then we also measured from the neck, or from the sort of like a hole between the neck and the chest to the belly. Then we did also the circumference of the, or width, if you want to, of the neck, and also then the width of the shoulders, which we split it in half, width from shoulder to the whole right here, and again from the shoulder to the whole right here, which was 20 on both sides, which makes it 40. Okay, I think everything was just alright and as it should be. So maybe, just maybe, you can come next time to have yourself checked again.